Hey guys, back at it. This is day 183 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. This challenge was prompted after I completed a 100-day challenge, and that challenge was prompted through a meditation devotional session. Some really cool stuff happened over that first 100 days. I was really resistant to kind of do it and be on such a large platform. Also, just getting over nerves and myself to accomplish it, but I am so excited that I did, and I just decided personally to keep it going for a whole year just to have some amazing results to look back on over the whole entire year from start to finish. So I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for supporting me by listening. Please subscribe, comment, share, like all the things, but let's get into day 183. So today is January 1st, 2025, and we as a family decided to go to the Brevard Zoo, and that was something that I haven't done in quite a long time. I don't even know if I've taken the kids there when they were little, but we all went and decided to get up super early and head out. So I'll do a little sidetrack for a minute, but my personal manifestation goal was to reach 1,000 followers by January 1st, 2025. And while I was really, really excited and I was posting about it and I was, kind of doing my manifestation tricks and like the things that I have been doing for other things, I did not hit that goal, but that's okay because the universe has something better for me or different for me. And that goal that I had in my head that I had set for myself was not meant to be reached at the moment. So I was really excited and just happy to post and to be kind of like imagining what it would look like to hit those followers, to hit those subscribers, to celebrate on the first day of the new year with everybody. But that's okay because I know whatever's coming next is going to be super amazing and it will top all of my imaginations. So anyway, I got up early with the kids, my mom and her husband, and we all got in the car to the Brevard Zoo. We got there super early when they first opened, so not a lot of people were there. So we went over to the kangaroo area, and we actually got to do something really cool. So we got to feed the kangaroos, and we got to walk around in this little area where they were just kind of like roaming free. And so they were kind of like crossing our path, and you weren't supposed to pet them, but my mom pet them like over 10 times, she said. So it was kind of cool to see the kangaroos up close and personal and to feed them, to have the kids experience that as well, because I had been in Australia and experienced that a number of times, but it was just really cool to be able to do that with everybody. So after the kangaroo experience, we went over to the aviary, and they had two different sections with two different types of birds, and we went in the first section and we had our food cups, and it was like a liquid. And so we had to cover the cup until we got in. And so we all had these little cups and we all went in and they were covered. And as soon as we released our hand from the cups, like we were just landed on by so many birds. And it was just such a fun experience to have all the birds on us, and they were just like everywhere. And my pops had like 5 birds on him, and one was like trying to move himself by grabbing onto his ear, and my son, they was like had a little beaded necklace, and so they kept just like trying to grab at the beads. And I don't know, they liked my red hair, so they kept trying to grab at my red hair. But it was really fun to have that happen, and like just all the birds around us, and you kind of get distracted from what's happening around you because you're just having all these birds bombarding you, and you're just like, it's such an amazing feeling to be in that like release. Like, I don't know, I wasn't thinking about my phone. I wasn't thinking about taking pictures. I wasn't thinking about anything other than the birds being around me. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun to see everybody have fun doing that. And then we went to the other side to a different cockatoo bird enclosure where they would just had like seed sticks, and they were a lot like chiller than the other birds, and so they weren't like all on top of you when you got in. They just like kind of grabbed onto the stick, and it was like one at a time, and it was very nice. And we got to see some other really cool things in these enclosures, different types of other birds, and turtles and water features, so that was cool. When we got done with that one, we just decided to walk around. There was a little train that went through the park, so we wanted to see what that was about, and we decided not to do that. But then we decided to go over to the Africa section and got to see lions, got to see meerkats, got to see python, got to see rhinos, and then the giraffes were the cool thing that we got to see. They have this, the structure is built up so that the giraffes, their heads are at your body level. And so when we were feeding the giraffes, they were just, standing upright, kind of like poking their head in this little structure, versus like having to come all the way down to you, which is cool because I've fed giraffes before where they've been like, you're down on the ground and they're having to like bend down to get the food. So this is really, really cool. And we did the giraffe feeding, took a lot of pictures with the giraffes. Just walked a little bit more, went over to the water exhibit where they had like fish and stingrays, and they weren't doing the feeding, so my son was a little disappointed, but we will try to go again on feeding day for them. And we didn't do everything that the zoo had to offer, but my mom and her husband got passes so that we can go back and we can experience it again. I mean, we're going to be back quite a number of times, and then we're going to be moving before their season's passes are up for the year. But that was really cool. It was a lot of fun. We went to a little diner that was understaffed, and so we waited a little bit for our lunch. I think we were just all tired from walking and staying up until midnight, and so we kind of sluggishly waited for our food and got our food, and then after lunch we all got in the car to head back to the house. And I think we were all super tired, so everybody fell asleep, including myself, in the car, and my pops drove us all home safely. And then when we got to the house, he took a nap, and then we just hung out the rest of the day. Kind of my son's first day after being phone and game free. So this is like, he's been saying he's bored a lot, and I've just been redirecting him to do other things. And there was a glow-in-the-dark frisbee that we were charging up to wait until it got dark so we could play. We had kind of a grazing dinner where everybody got their own things, and it was a very chill first day to the year, but we did have a lot of fun at the zoo. And then when it was dark, my son and I went outside for about 30, maybe 40 minutes and threw around the frisbee in the dark. It was really fun. And then we watched a movie all together, and I was definitely falling asleep before it was 10 o'clock. Just really tired out from staying up. And I think when I am here in Florida, I feel like I want to rest more sometimes. And then also I'm in phases where my body really just needs that rest and repair that sleep brings. So I was just leaning into that, but it wasn't, like I said, too crazy of a day. We did some fun things and we had a lot of fun. And then we kind of wrapped it up and everybody head to bed. We just have a couple more days before we head out. So my mom and her husband are back to work the next couple of days. And then my daughter's birthday is coming up. So we will be hanging out and doing some fun things for her birthday. But I thank you guys so much for being here, for supporting me by listening, for subscribing, for commenting, liking, sharing, all the things. And I wish you the most amazing 2025, and I thank you so much for letting me be a part of that. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.